Do you remember Pokémon Conquest? This is definitely my favorite Pokémon spin-off game, and it's probably one of my favorite games of all time. My profile picture on YouTube is even the protagonist from this game. Anyway, I've been thinking about replaying Conquest lately, so I decided to make a video talking a little bit about the game. Pokémon Conquest was first released in Japan on March 17, 2012. It later came to North America and Europe on June 18th and July 27th, respectively. The game is a spin-off and crossover between the Pokémon series and the Nobunaga's Ambition series. Now, I'm sure you all know what the Pokémon series is, so I'll skip that explanation and just talk a little bit about Nobunaga's Ambition. Nobunaga's Ambition is a series of turn-based grand strategy games. The original game was one of the first in this genre, releasing in March of 1983. The game takes place during the Sengoku period of feudal Japan, and the player is tasked with unifying all Japan while playing as the warlord Oda Nobunaga. Gameplay consists of distributing resources in order to raise a military capable of conquering all of Japan. You take turns with the enemy on the world map, where you can do things like move or train your troops, and attack enemy territories. When you attack the enemy, you take part in turn-based combat on a gridded map, moving your units to try to achieve victory through one of several ways, like forcing the enemy to retreat, or defeating the enemy commander. If you know how the combat in games like Advance Wars or Fire Emblem works, it's pretty similar to that. Now that you know a little bit about Nobunaga's Ambition, let's get back to Pokémon Conquest. I'll start with some of the basics. The plot consists of trying to unite the Ransei region by capturing all 17 kingdoms in hopes that the story of a legendary Pokémon appearing is true. You capture kingdoms by taking part in strategic turn-based battles, similar to those in Nobunaga's Ambition, using Pokémon. In these battles, up to 6 warriors, using 1 Pokémon each, move their Pokémon around the gridded map and try to defeat all of the enemy Pokémon. During the battle, warriors can perform their warrior skill once per battle to help their Pokémon. Warrior skills can do things like raise their Pokémon stats or heal their Pokémon. As you conquer kingdoms, you will be able to recruit more warriors and warlords to join your cause. Warlords are the unique-looking characters who rule over kingdoms, and warriors are the characters who can look the same as other warriors. Attacking enemy kingdoms is not the only thing that you can do. Similar to Nobunaga's Ambition, you and the enemy also have turns on the world map. Each warrior or warlord that you have gets to do 1 action per turn on the world map, and each turn advances the calendar by 1 month. There are many things that your warriors can do each month, from battling other kingdoms to sending Pokemon to the mines to get you money, and even battling wild Pokemon to get stronger. You also have to make sure to keep enough warriors in all of your kingdoms, because during the enemy's turn, they can also attack kingdoms that you control. This initiates a battle in the kingdom the exact same way that a battle will be started if you attack the enemy during your turn. If you lose a battle when the enemy attacks your kingdom, the enemy will gain control of that kingdom, and you will have to try to win it back during your turn. Now that I've gone over some of the basics of gameplay, I want to talk a little bit more about some of the differences from the mainline Pokemon games and Pokemon Conquest. Pokemon Conquest introduces a link system in place of a level system. As a Pokemon's link with their partner increases, they become stronger and their stats increase. The warrior and their Pokemon's link increase as they battle or do other activities together. Warriors can also have links with multiple Pokemon. When battling wild Pokemon, you have the ability to link with them by performing a button-pressing minigame instead of catching them with a Pokeball. Each character is only compatible with specific Pokemon, and each Pokemon they can link with has a compatibility rating, meaning that their link can only reach a certain level before maxing out. When a character tries to link with a wild Pokemon, they can have a bronze, silver, or gold rating next to them, or an X if the warrior can't link with that Pokemon. Each character also has a Pokemon that they can have a perfect link with, meaning that they can reach a 100% link with that Pokemon. Pokemon in Conquest only have 1 move that they can use during battle. Evolutions are still a thing in Pokemon Conquest, and they can happen from using stones, reaching certain link levels, having Pokemon's stat reach a certain number, or winning a battle while meeting specific conditions. Warlords also have evolutions in Pokemon Conquest, which give them a new look and stronger warrior skills. Pokemon also still have abilities from the main series, and type advantage are still a thing. Another new mechanic to Conquest is how well a Pokemon performs in battle, being dependent on their energy level. Pokemon have an energy bar, which can be increased by letting the Pokemon rest from battle, or feeding them some Panagiri. Pokemon Conquest also features around 200 Pokemon from the first 5 generations. Now, earlier I mentioned that the goal of the game is to unite the Ransei region. Well, that's actually only the goal of the first of 37 episodes in the game. After completing the main episode, you will unlock several more episodes. Each warlord in the game has their own episode, where you have to complete a challenge, like conquering so many kingdoms in a set number of months, or linking with so many Pokemon before the enemy. As you complete episodes, more will become unlocked. I remember really enjoying these when I played Pokemon Conquest, because you got to learn a lot more about all of the warlords who were bursting with personality. But they did get a bit repetitive after a while because there were only 5 or 6 different goals. I can forgive that though, because the gameplay was still very enjoyable, even after sinking tons of hours into the game. Well, that covers everything I wanted to talk about. I got a lot of information in this video from the Koei Wiki on fandom.com, and I'll leave a link to that if you want to learn more about the game. I'll also leave some links to the music I used in this video, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. It means a lot to me. See you next time.